What's up? I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Quincy Black.
Shia.
All right, so Quincy, QB per se, right?
Right,
Yes.
right,
Okay,
right.
so I'm just gonna dive into it. First off, I really want to talk about your most recent stuff, and I feel like we can bring it back a little bit.
Okay.
So when I met you at 360 Radio.
Right.
Shout out to the crew over there. You guys are awesome. And you had told me all about the new music you're putting out, right? So let's kind of dive into that. What is your newest EP, your newest single, album, and where can people get it?
The latest project I released is called Playboy.
Okay.
It's a solo project. You can get it on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, all the major digital outlets. It's everywhere. It's probably my best work to date.
Okay.
You know, I got a lot of favorites on that one.
Yeah.
And been getting a pretty good response so far too. So.
Awesome. Well, and I know the ladies love it. On your Instagram, I know you have like a couple girls like showing it up with their butts and stuff.
It's part of the promotion.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I
The
mean?
title speaks for itself, right? Playboy.
Right.
So, what's your favorite song off that collection?
Off that particular EP, I would have to say That Feeling.
That Feeling.
Which is actually the lead single off the EP as well.
Okay.
Got a video for it and everything. Yeah.
Awesome. And so what was the inspiration, not only for that song, but this whole EP? Because I know you've been in the game for a long time and you've been putting out a lot of work. So what makes this release different than projects past?
Well, this particular project was like more of a concept situation. I released a single last year called Got It Like That. We shot the video, has a visual for it and everything. And I kind of switched up my image in that particular visual, and I got a good response from that.
Yeah.
So I figured, let's run with it.
Yeah.
So that's where we came up with the concept Playboy, and everything just kind of worked out because I was going to the studio like crazy around that same time, and all the music I was recording just happened to fit Playboy.
Yeah.
So it was just perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, definitely, things aligned for it to kind of come out with this project that now you're getting a lot of clout with, essentially. And you've been performing at a lot of different places, and you have a show even coming up, right? And it's going to be at Blue Lamp.
That's correct.
Okay, so you want to tell us a little bit about how fans can either cop tickets or see you perform there?
Actually, so you can hit me on Instagram. That's QB_Quincy Black. Just hit me up on Instagram, and I got tickets for you right now. Or you can hit up BCE Promotions on Instagram. And the show is actually on the 28th at the Blue Lamp in Sacramento. Doors open at 9, and it's going to be a dope show.
Yeah.
Pretty good good lineup, real good lineup. I think it's going to be a dope show.
Awesome. And so who else is on the set list performing with you?
As far as headliners, we got CT.
Okay.
He's out here making some noise out here in the Sacramento area. We also got Messiah from the Cali Bear Gang. He's making some noise out here in Northern California area. And we have a bunch of really, really good opening acts as well.
Awesome. And now, are any of these guys roll with or a part of Drip Squad?
Not on this particular headlining list per se.
Well, and let's talk a little bit more about that squad. So you definitely have the drip head, which everyone should be familiar with. It's like a giant raindrop. Drip drop.
Yeah, it's
everywhere. Yeah, it's got like the gold grill. Like you guys said, I really like nicely. I like it.
Yeah.
So how did that kind of come together? Because I know that's your squad and not your record label. So let's talk about the squad maybe first, and then kind of go into a little bit more of your label and what you're working with.
Well, Drip Squad was created by the big homie Willie Joe. Shout out to my guy Willie Joe. He kind of came up with the concept and the whole idea and everything, and basically he got a group of dope artists. He handpicked a group of dope artists, put them together, and formed the Drip Squad. And we've been making some noise out here. It's quite a few of us in the group.
Yeah.
Not all of us do music. There's some that do other things, but it's not really a rap group or it's
more of like a collective, right?
It's really a movement. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because Drip Squad, it can be for everybody. You know what I mean? It's all about bettering yourself, being a better self than you was yesterday.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the way it was explained to me, the whole meaning behind the drip is basically, when you turn on the faucet, the water runs, right? When you turn off the faucet, that stream of water turns into one drip.
Yeah.
So that's the
Wow,
overall
that's actually
concept
really
of it.
cool. I like that
Yeah,
concept.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, it is. It's
So
definitely
we're you know, we
building
move
a community.
as a unit, and we're all one, you know, at the end of the day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so how long have you been a part of this Drip Squad?
As far as being a part of Drip Squad, I say about 3 years now.
Okay.
About 3.5 years now. Yeah.
Cool. And so I'm obviously, you know, you guys are each your own entities, but is there any recent show or maybe an upcoming show that you guys played together?
We do shows all the time.
Okay.
We just did something not too long ago in the Bay Area. Right now, we don't have anything locked in right now, but you know that's subject.
As I say, just yet, right?
Yeah,
right.
You know, I can get a phone call later on tonight. You know what I mean? That's just how it be sometimes.
Awesome. Well, so you know we kind of talked about you in this collective, which Drip Squad. And by the way, you fans can find everything related to Drip Squad with hashtag Drip Squad worldwide, right? Is the best way to find kind of what they're putting out, who the rest of the squad is, and get a little bit of insight into what they're making moves in Sac. But now I kind of want to get back to you. So as a Sacramento artist, you said that you have your own record label that you're working with.
Yeah, actually, BCE, Black City Enterprise.
Okay.
And to correct you, I'm
Yes.
from the Bay Area.
Okay, okay.
I've been putting in a lot of work out here in Sacramento, and Sacramento shows me lots of love, man. Shout out to Sac, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all show me a lot of love, and that's where I've been kind of building my little fan base. So, yeah.
So coming from the Bay, was it like at all a culture shock to be in Sac? Because I mean, Sac turns up. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely like there is a difference. I feel like between Bay and Sac, and just in terms of like the fans and the people.
Definitely, the people, the lifestyle, the environment. Not so much a culture shock because the Bay Area is basically a melting pot of various different ethnicities and you know things like that. So not so much a culture shock, just changing the environment. You know what I mean? But you know, I like to tell people you could put a Bay Area dude anywhere in the world and he gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? So it's not it doesn't affect me at all.
Definitely. Well, and I know just last week you're up recording in the Bay too, so you're definitely kind of making that pass back and forth between you know
definitely
cities.
Definitely.
Cool. So when is, I mean, obviously you're pushing Playboy right now, but when is your next project? Like, do you have something in the works that fans can look forward to?
Oh, definitely. I got so many things in the works right now. I'm working on a couple different projects at the moment. Okay. 2 or 3 of them might be in the finalizing stages.
Awesome.
And right now we're just kind of pinpointing the release dates and getting ready, you know, setting up the promotion campaigns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So by the end of the year, you'll see a few projects coming from me.
Awesome. Well, I know fans are definitely looking forward to it. And you guys, first on Fame by the Flame, we got to look out for all those projects because they're about to be flooding. And I know you're always doing new work. I was talking to you earlier about like, oh, what's your favorite song? And I know you had kind of a hard time, like which album? Like what favorite song of what album? Like no, like of all time. So you put any thought? What would be your favorite one of all time? We'll go big.
That's hard to say because it's like they all my babies. You know what I mean? So I don't have a one particular favorite song, but you know, one or two songs might grab me more so than others. You know, depending on the mood and everything. So. Well,
do you have any song that could maybe be kind of like a summary or like a compilation of like what you are and who you are as an artist? Like, do you have any of those songs for maybe those new fans who are just tuning in that really want to get your style? And I know you've changed styles over time, but maybe like either most recent kind of like your breakthrough or maybe even back then like your OG stuff. You know, what would be maybe one of those songs, maybe new and old, that you feel fans should definitely tune into if they're just catching on to you?
There's a song on my album that I released in 2017. It's called No Risk, No Results. It's the name of the album. The name of the song on there is called Still Emotions.
Okay.
That will kind of give you a deeper insight of who I am. But there's another song on that same album called All Day, Every Day.
Okay.
Which is a fan favorite. And you know, I like that song because no matter where I perform it, no matter if it's kids in the crowd, older people in the crowd, everybody loves that song. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, fans, you heard it. You guys got to go tune into those songs and check out the album. And definitely follow through and check out the new one, right? Because Playboy, I mean, like you said, that's a whole new sound for you. You're definitely like branching out and creating yourself as kind of like reinventing yourself as an artist in the
Right,
sense of
right.
like same energy you've been putting in the whole time, but like different vibe. I
Right,
feel, especially like listening to it compared to some of your older stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So QP, you talked a little bit about Still Emotions, which you said is obviously like a song that's really dear to you. You want to kind of dive into why that's so important to you?
Well, because basically that particular song I kind of opened up a little bit more
Okay.
than I usually do on any other song that I record. And it was just perfect for that particular project.
And so what was so personal about it for you?
Well, to me personally, I did mention, I lightly mentioned something about my hands.
Yeah, you have a lyric about it, basically about
Yeah.
people judging your intelligence based off of your appearance, pretty much.
Basically. I was basically born with a disfigurement, and you know, I see a lot of things in people.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like their reactions to me and when they first meet me or when they see me or stuff like that. So that was the first song I tapped. I talked about it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, diving a little bit deeper, because I feel like this is something that's really personal to you. What do you feel like is the biggest takeaway from that song that you want people to know in terms of like what you said, like, when people first meet you, can tell a lot about their character in terms of how they treat you, that like it's nothing that has to do with you, it's basically about them.
Right.
So like, what is that experience like and how did that come through in that song? Is it just the judgment that people give you? Is it more of like you kind of rising out of that and saying like, don't judge me, like don't judge a book by its cover, essentially, pretty much?
It's a combination of things,
Okay.
really. It's a combination of things. First of all, I'm an artist, so that's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the first song in to date that I've really talked about that particular subject. So that was therapy for me.
Yeah.
But overall, in the message is in there when you hear it, you hear the lyrics and stuff like that. But overall, as a whole, I really want to push the fact that you can do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
And be anything you want to be. And there's a lot of people out there with low self-esteem and confidence issues and stuff like that. And some people let that stop them or limit them from doing the things that they want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the reason why, like, I recorded that song and I sat on that song for a while. I wasn't even going to put it out.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
sometimes it's like therapeutic for your own self,
For my
not
own
to
self,
like
right.
reveal it to the world.
Right. But I decided to put it out, see what happens. Why not?
Yeah.
And I've been getting a very good response from that. Some people say that's one of their favorite songs on that particular project. So that's a happy feeling. That's a good feeling,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't think anybody would like that song. Period.
Yeah.
You know
Well, and
what
I know
mean?
you talked a little bit about that song and just you on Rap Shack. Shout out to the guys on there. But I appreciate you diving a little bit deeper here on Fame by the Flame for the fact that it's like that is something that's so personal. That's like not only is it a personal topic because it's like you and your physical appearance, but then also it's like you put it into a song and then like kind of like released it for other people to like judge. So it's kind of like a double judgment, in the sense like, okay, like now it's like both my words and like my physical action are like kind of being put on in the spotlight, but I do want to ask you, are you glad that you did it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, it was therapeutic, and as I'm getting older, I know there's other people out there just like me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Not
Well, there's no one
not
exactly
with the
like
same
you. Yeah.
exact thing, but there's a lot of people that have, like I say, low self-esteem. It might be a weight issue. It might be, how their hair looks, or whatever it is. Every person doesn't like something about themselves.
Yeah, it's always those things like you grew up with curly hair, you wanted straight hair. You grew up with freckles, you didn't want freckles. It's like always wanting that something that you don't have, kind of like just out of your grasp, essentially.
Right.
So do you think that, from what you're telling me, I feel like you're definitely kind of a, soldier for the city in the sense of like you want to put everyone on and build people up and definitely let people know that like, you are one of a kind and whatever you're doing, like that's a great thing. Do you feel like, being from the Bay and then now kind of making your way and branching out to Sacramento, do you still feel like that maybe was a core idea of why you became an artist, was really to kind of just share your message of, you being you and like you said, being therapeutic, but then also kind of bringing in the rest of the squad, and like turning them up as well?
Well, it didn't start out like that. It just started out, I love music. I love recording music. I liked how my voice sounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, that's where it started. But as I got deeper in the music thing and really got more serious into it and meeting other people and networking and being different places, different studios, stuff like that, that's when I kind of realized, like, okay, I'm in this position for a reason. My voice is an instrument for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm speaking for a certain type of people.
Yeah. Well, definitely like motivate and elevate.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to inspire and motivate people. That's it.
Awesome.
And I'm a living, breathing example of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's all I'm trying to do.
So, you know, I ask everybody this because I'm just very curious. You know, sometimes it's hard to see beyond like your present, like where you're at right now. But where do you think you're going to be, or where do you envision yourself aspiring to in 5 years?
5 years, I definitely see the BC brand building, helping other artists, you know, get closer to their dreams. Really making a name for myself in this music thing.
Yeah.
Becoming a staple in this music thing, and living comfortably.
Yeah, all right, that's after all the inspiring, right, and changing lives, it's like, that's really the end goal. It's like, after I help you guys all out, like, I'm be good.
yeah. Because, I mean, it's a, what they call it? It's a chain reaction. It's a ripple effect, you know what I mean? So you can't, first of all, you can't do anything by yourself.
Very true.
You only gonna get so far.
Very true.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people that, you know, I like to call them Mr. Me Too. Everything is, oh, I do this, I do this, I do that. Yeah, me too. You know what I mean? And that's cool to a certain extent, but you need a team to you know, get to where you want to get.
Yeah.
And you know, I have a nice little solid team with BC. I have a nice little solid team with the Drip Squad, and you know, we just all about helping people and encouraging people to do what they want to do, follow them dreams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's totally like, you know, everybody has different skill sets, and you kind of have to, like you said, collectively come together in order to build each other up.
Right.
So I think that's really awesome and important. Speaking of, you know, working with other people, do you have any future collaborations that, like, we can look forward to? I know, because on your new stuff that you're putting out, your projects.
Well, you know, I'm always collabing with the squad, so you could definitely hear some more songs with me and the squad. I have a few other collaborations in the works. I can't really speak on it right now because it's still early. But I definitely got some good surprises coming by the end of the year. And as far as like future collaborations, I'm down to work with anybody that's serious.
Yeah.
If you're serious about your craft, you're serious about your art, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? You got to be talented too. Like, you know,
it's not everybody who just got a mixtape out, right?
Right. You know, rapping might not be your thing. You might be a good photo guy or something.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody that's out here seriously working, you know, that's that has a plan, that has projects out, and you know, that's serious about their art.
Yeah.
I'll rock with you. Just tap in. We can make it happen.
Awesome. All right, guys. So out there, hit up QB on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. But what Instagram's like your most?
Yeah, Instagram is what I'm on the most. That's QB_Quincy Black, and I'll follow you back. You follow me, I'll follow you back. Before I leave, I got something for you.
Oh.
I just want to
yes, you guys.
bring your own personal
look,
copy.
All nice and tucked in. You guys got to get your own. And like he said, you can DM him on IG, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yep. Oh, thank you. I love that. Thank you so much, QB, for being on Fame by the Flame. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. And I also just wanted to give a really big shout out to Jay, Amina Labs. You're amazing. Guys, better tune in. Check out Amina Labs, Instagram, everywhere. Again, Quincy Black, thank you so much for being on Fame by the Flame. I really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And fans, you know, I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Quincy Black.